Something significant happened to your partner yesterday that they may not even realize yet. You've been sensing unusual energy between you both lately. Moments of distance, strange looks in their eyes, or conversations that feel different somehow. The powerful guardian angel Archangel Michael has detected a major spiritual shift in your partner's life that occurred within the last 24 hours. Those subtle changes you've noticed aren't your imagination. Your partner experienced something that has changed their inner world forever. The restless sleep, the quiet moments where they seem lost in thought, the way they've been looking at life differently. These are all signs of the profound transformation happening within them. Divine timing brings you this message before it's too late to understand what's happening in your relationship. This change affects not just your partner, but your entire future together. Archangel Michael wants you to know that what happened to your partner yesterday was divinely orchestrated. Whether it was a dream, a sudden realization, an encounter with someone, or a spiritual awakening, this moment has shifted their consciousness permanently. You have a choice now about how to respond to this transformation. The decision you make in the coming days will determine whether you grow together or grow apart. Archangel Michael has revealed that your partner experienced a profound spiritual awakening yesterday. This wasn't a small shift or temporary mood change. It was a complete awakening of their consciousness that has altered how they see themselves, you, and the world around them. They may not even understand what's happening to them yet. The confusion and overwhelm they're feeling is normal when someone's spiritual awareness suddenly expands. This transformation is changing everything about who your partner is becoming. Their priorities are shifting, their desires are evolving, and their life goals are being completely redefined. What used to matter to them may no longer feel important. What they once ignored may now feel urgent and meaningful. This isn't about them loving you less, it's about them discovering who they truly are beneath all the layers of who they thought they should be. Without understanding what's happening, this change could create distance, confusion, and conflict between you. Your partner may start questioning things about your relationship that never bothered them before. They might become more sensitive to energy, more aware of authenticity, and less tolerant of superficial connections. This is a critical moment that will determine your relationship's future. You have a choice. Embrace this transformation and grow together, or resist it and risk watching the person you love become a stranger. What happens next depends entirely on how you respond to this divine guidance about your partner's awakening. Pay attention to the subtle signs that confirm this transformation is happening. Has your partner been sleeping differently lately? Waking up at unusual hours? Talking in their sleep? Or having vivid dreams they can't quite remember? These are signs that their consciousness is expanding during sleep, when their mind is most open to spiritual input. Notice if they've been asking different questions recently about life's meaning, about spirituality, about what really matters. They might be questioning choices they made years ago or expressing interest in subjects they never cared about before. This curiosity isn't random. It's their awakening consciousness seeking truth and purpose. Watch how they interact with people, now compared to before. Do they seem more sensitive to others' energy? Do they get drained by certain people who never affected them before? Are they drawn to different types of conversations or activities? Your partner's spiritual sensors are becoming more sensitive, making them aware of energies they couldn't detect before. Look for moments when they seem somewhere else, mentally, staring out windows, getting lost in thought, or appearing to listen to something you can't hear. These aren't signs of distraction or disinterest. They're connecting with their inner guidance system that's becoming stronger each day. Physical changes are also common. Different food preferences, sensitivity to loud noises or crowded spaces, or needing more time alone. Their body is adjusting to operating at a higher spiritual frequency. Even their touch might feel different, more electric, more present, or surprisingly healing. These changes in physical intimacy often reflect the deeper spiritual transformation happening within them. Your partner is experiencing what spiritual teachers call a consciousness awakening, a rapid expansion of their awareness that happens when their soul decides it's time to remember their true purpose. This process is often triggered by specific life events, divine intervention, or simply reaching a point where their soul can no longer remain dormant. Yesterday's trigger could have been anything: a conversation, a moment of clarity while alone, a dream where they received guidance, or even a random encounter that suddenly made everything click. Sometimes, awakening happens when someone reaches their limit with living unconsciously, and their inner self demands authenticity. The confusion your partner is feeling right now is completely normal. Imagine suddenly being able to see colors you've never seen before. Everything looks different, even familiar things. That's what's happening to their perception of life. They're seeing beyond surface appearances into the deeper truth of situations and relationships. They're likely experiencing an internal battle between their old self and their emerging new self. The old self wants to maintain familiar patterns and comfort zones, while the new self craves growth, truth, and meaningful connection. This creates inner tension that might make them seem moody, distant, or unpredictable. Your partner may not be able to explain what they're going through because they don't have words for these experiences yet. They might fear that you won't understand, or that sharing their new insights will create problems in your relationship. This fear of judgment often makes people going through awakening feel very alone. What's actually happening is beautiful. Your partner is becoming their authentic self. The person they've always been underneath social conditioning and old fears is finally emerging. This transformation is ultimately a gift, both for them and for your relationship. Creating a safe space for your partner's transformation is the most loving thing you can do right now. Start by letting them know you've noticed they seem to be going through something important, and that you're here to support them without judgment. Avoid trying to fix them or bring them back to who they used to be. Instead, express curiosity about their experience. Ask open-ended questions like, "What's been on your mind lately?" Or, "How are you feeling about things?" Avoid questions that might make them feel pressured to explain themselves before they're ready. Sometimes simply saying, "I'm here if you want to talk," creates the opening they need. Listen without trying to solve their confusion or offer immediate advice. When someone is going through spiritual awakening, they need space to process their experiences without feeling rushed to make sense of everything immediately. Your presence and patience are more valuable than solutions right now. Respect their need for alone time without taking it personally. Awakening requires inner reflection and quiet processing. If they're spending more time in meditation, nature, or solitude, this is helping them integrate their expanding awareness. Support these needs instead of viewing them as rejection. Be prepared for honest conversations about your relationship. As your partner's awareness grows, they may want to discuss things that have been bothering them or share dreams they've never mentioned before. Approach these conversations as opportunities to deepen your connection rather than threats to your stability. Practice patience when they seem different or unpredictable. Awakening involves shedding old patterns and discovering new ways of being. The person you fell in love with is still there. They're just becoming more authentically themselves. Create rituals together like evening walks, shared meditation, or meaningful conversations that honor this transitional time. This transformation in your partner is actually a precious gift for your relationship. When one person awakens spiritually, it creates an invitation for deeper intimacy and authentic connection that most couples never experience. You have the opportunity to know and love your partner at levels you didn't even know existed. As your partner becomes more authentic, honest communication becomes possible. The superficial conversations and surface-level interactions that many relationships settle for can be replaced with meaningful exchanges about dreams, purpose, and truth. This creates emotional intimacy that transforms ordinary partnerships into soul connections. Supporting your partner through this change will likely trigger your own spiritual growth. Being around someone who's awakening consciousness is contagious in the most beautiful way. You'll find yourself asking deeper questions, becoming more aware of your own authentic desires, and discovering parts of yourself you didn't know existed. This experience can heal old wounds in your relationship. As both of you become more aware and honest, issues that have been hidden can finally be addressed with love and understanding. Problems that once seemed impossible to solve become opportunities for growth when approached with awakened consciousness. The future you can create together from this foundation is extraordinary. Couples who navigate spiritual awakening together develop unbreakable bonds because they've seen and loved each other through profound transformation. You'll become partners not just in daily life, but in spiritual growth and life purpose. Your relationship can become a source of healing and inspiration for others. When two people commit to growing together consciously, their love becomes a light that helps others believe in authentic partnership. If you don't understand and support what's happening to your partner, this transformation could drive a wedge between you that becomes impossible to bridge. When someone is going through spiritual awakening, they become extremely sensitive to authentic versus inauthentic energy. If they feel judged, misunderstood, or unsupported, they may close off emotionally to protect their vulnerable transformation process. Many relationships end during one partner's awakening because the other person tries to keep them the same instead of embracing their growth. Your partner will continue evolving whether you support it or not. The question is whether you'll be part of their journey or become someone they outgrow. Without your understanding, your partner will feel lonely and isolated during this crucial time. They may seek support from others who understand spiritual growth, new friends, groups, or communities that embrace consciousness expansion. While this isn't necessarily threatening, it can create distance if you're not also part of their support system. Resisting your partner's transformation often creates exactly what you're trying to prevent. The more you try to pull them back to old patterns, the more they'll feel the need to protect their new awareness by creating distance. This protective instinct can lead to emotional walls that are difficult to tear down later. Time is critical because spiritual awakening moves quickly. The window for joining your partner in this transformation won't stay open indefinitely. Act on this guidance now, while you can still be part of their beautiful evolution. Supporting your partner's spiritual awakening will unlock hidden gifts within your own consciousness. When you approach their transformation with love and curiosity, instead of fear, you open yourself to receiving the same divine guidance that's transforming them. This isn't coincidence. Spiritual partnerships often involve both people awakening together, even if it starts with one person. You'll discover intuitive abilities you didn't know you had. Your sensitivity to energy will increase. Your ability to understand others at deeper levels will expand. The compassion and patience you develop while supporting your partner will become permanent aspects of your character that serve you in all relationships. This experience is preparing both of you for something greater, a joint mission or purpose that requires both of your unique gifts working together. Many spiritual partnerships discover they were brought together specifically to support each other through consciousness expansion, and then use their combined energy to help others. The deeper love and understanding you'll develop through this process creates an unshakable foundation for your future together. You'll know you can handle anything life brings because you've already navigated the most profound change possible: spiritual transformation. This confidence allows you to create the relationship of your dreams based on who you both truly are, not who you thought you should be. Your partner's transformation is happening right now, and your response in the next few days is critical. Start today by creating a loving conversation about what they've been experiencing. Show them this guidance so they know you understand something important is happening to them. The divine timing of you receiving this message isn't accidental. Archangel Michael knew you needed this understanding before confusion or distance could damage your relationship. Take action immediately to support your partner and embrace this opportunity for deeper love. Show your appreciation for this divine guidance by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens the connection between your reality and the angelic realm, ensuring continued protection and guidance for your relationship's beautiful transformation.